Yell at you?
Yeah. I was like, thank you. I got yelled at. I already knew that.
What happened?
She was pregnant right here on my left.
Oh, yeah?
So her, your mom, and this family right here went back and forth about what side we're on.
Okay.
And she was like, no, break this side, blah, blah, blah. Girl, no, yesterday we were home or away or whatever.
Yeah.
We sat on the phone, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just standing there waiting for everyone to figure out what's going on. Because just from her attitude, I already know they're
Not gonna mesh?
not gonna match. So I just walked away. So now we're moving over here. She gets to my face. Yes, like I said, we're over here. Head bobbing, fingers in my face.
That's funny.
And
Sorry.
I'm like, bitch, don't try me. I didn't even say anything. I wasn't even arguing with you. And I tell your mom, she goes, yeah, she yelled at me too.
That's funny.
Over some seats.
Forgot my remote at home, which is gonna make me very mad. Yep. Oh, thank you. Ryman in the corner, sends it around. Knutson after it, trying to chip it up. Saf. Saf. Sends it to Knutson. Up to Dahl off his stick. That comes up to the point. Shot deflected by Dahl. Secondary shot, and that's where it's out. Then kind of held it out. Another shot, save. Ryman. It's got to be at least 3 or 4 shots there. Shot deflected into the corner. Cottage Grove comes in, passes it over. Handle on him in the corner. Kalen comes out to center. Cottage Grove with it, chips up, and saves.
Do you know why Jack is here tonight?
Yeah, in case something happens to Ben. What's that? No. It's just because we only have one goaltender. So, like, you would go 6 on 5, or have to have somebody stand in the net with no gear. But he can't play unless Ben gets hurt or is sick. Skates ahead. Gets him outside, gets the puck away, sends it up to Darcy. Nope. Cottage Grove is there. They come back down. Cottage Grove leaves it in the corner. Pass up to the point. Off of Millis, but Cottage Grove corrals. Shot off the pipe. Knutson sends it up the boards. Millis able to get it out as Cottage Grove lost an edge. Millis gets taken out the boards. Cottage Grove comes ahead. Dahl, Cottage Grove, and that's Knutson. He sends it over. Behind the net, Knutson. He gets taken out. Dahl sends up the boards. Cottage Grove holds. Dahl after it. Chip by Knutson. Darcy unable to clear. Darcy unable to clear, comes back to Cottage Grove. On to Darcy's stick. Gets it out to center. Through center. Into the zone. Sends it in deep. A couple of these players need some changes. Sapp in the corner. Cottage Grove. Picked by Dahl. Shot on net, actually. A secondary shot by Darcy and save. They got 4-1. Kindle on them. Centering pass knocked away by McDonough. Kindle chips it up. Bradley was there, but shot, save. McDonough picks it up around the wrap around, doesn't go. Kaylin. Shot, save. McDonough clears. Nice job, Griff. Boards to Bradley, goes through a stick, and into the zone, and Cottage Grove regroups. Out to center. Kaylin gets a stick on that. Cottage Grove is offsides. What? How do you not call that? Ben gloves it. Knutson sends it over. Ryman gets it up to Dez. Dez over to Sapp, a bouncer. It wasn't going as sick. Sapp sends it into the bench. Comes back to Knutson, over to Ryman, off of Dez, into the zone. Shot, save. Sapp chips it up front. Net was bumped. It didn't. It is off. He's fixing it. Comes into the zone. Knutson after it. Dahl on it in the corner. Knutson sends it around. Ryman up to Dez. Falls. And Cottage Grove is able to hold. Goes off of Knutson's stick. Back to Knutson, but Cottage Grove sends it the other way. Ryman. Cottage Grove sends it behind the net. Or that was Dahl, not Ryman. Now that's Ryman. Off and around the boards. Cottage Grove with it. Dez. Kicks it out. Center. Cottage Grove. Chips it in. Glove down by Ryman. But Cottage Grove got a stick on that. That comes over to Knutson, but Cottage Grove picks it. That goes off the pipe. That is an elbow. Cottage Grove is going to the box. That was an elbow to the head. Shot, glove. Goes back to the corner. Dahl and Kaylin after it. Dahl sends it up to Knutson. Sends it back to the corner. Cottage Grove comes away with it. They send it ahead. And they come ahead through center. Knutson. We didn't the one in there now went off. It's about where the puck was, but Cottage Grove sends it in. McDonough after it. Sends it to Knutson. Back to McDonough. Boards. Cottage Grove. McDonough gets it in. Cottage Grove tries to chip it out. Went back to McDonough. Save. It went almost right to Millis, but not quite. Knutson picked. Cottage Grove comes in with shorthanded chance, and they shoot high and over the net. That or it went off the bench stick. I don't know, but 46 seconds remain in the power play. To Hindle. Hindle sends it over to Ryman. We're into the corner. Cottage Grove with it behind the net. Centering pass goes through and out. Pressuring is Bradley. Cottage Grove regroups in their own end and comes ahead. Ryman sends it out to somebody. Saff. Hindle sends it up. Off of Bradley's stick, or Dez's stick, sorry. Comes out, Ryman sends it to Hindle. Hindle skates it ahead, sends it in, but off a Saff, and Cottage Grove sends it into their own bench. 3 seconds remain in the power play. McDonough to Millis to Dahl, sends it in. Darcy after it. Oh, Cottage Grove gets it first. Cottage Grove sends it up the boards. Millis gets a stick on it. Cottage Grove has it through center. They got 3-on-2. Send it over. Shot, save. McDonough sends it over to Darcy. Darcy trying to get it over to Millis, but Cottage Grove was right there. It's going to go into the Cottage Grove end. Cottage Grove passes behind their own net. Set it up. Cottage Grove in. Shot blocked and then blocked by Hindle. Hindle knocks him off the puck. It comes out to Dahl. Gets it away. Cottage Grove still with it in the corner. McDonough unable to clear. It comes back to Dahl. Sends it behind the net. Hindle sends it over to McDonough. Sends it up the boards to Darcy. It's knocked off the puck, and Cottage Grove comes back the other way again. Shot, save. Hindle pushes it aside. Cottage Grove with it. Shot. Deflected, I think, by Cottage Grove on that one. Millis comes away with it. Millis has nobody, chips it up and in. No icing. Cottage Grove goalie plays it back out. Ryman after it, inside their own end. Sends it out to center. Cottage Grove is there. They gather. That comes to Ryman. Tries to get it up the boards, but Cottage Grove holds. Knutson. Saff gets it out up to Bradley. Center. Cottage Grove regroups in their own end. Phelan working the puck. Bradley in there. Saff comes in to help. Somebody's got to sit a little high. Ryman pops out nicely. Knutson's going to pressure. Get it in deep. checking those boards again. Dahl comes in. Or no, that's Bradley. I don't know. I can't. Icing on Cottage Grove. No, they waved it off. They had the arm up. Ryman after it in the boards. Dez able to get it out through center. Skates it in. Dez allows a change there. Dez still kind of with it. Holding two Cottage Grove players off. Well, we got a change off and shot and save. Millis with the rebound. That pops over to Cottage Grove. Cottage Grove able to, no, they didn't clear. They cleared on the secondary attempt. Millis is there. Millis tries to send it in, but it goes off a Cottage Grove skate, and they come ahead at center. That's a goal. Makes the zone. Pushed aside by McDonough. Up to Millis off of his stick. They said no icing. Cottage Grove gathers in their own end. Penalty. Cottage Grove with it. Shot save. Do not think they only have 6 shots, but according to game sheet, 10-4. There we go. Ooh, that went back off the pipe. To Saf. Cottage Grove holds. Behind the net. Ryman after it. Trying to get it up to Bradley. Comes to Knutson. Knutson sends it in. It's 1-on-1. Ryman. Ben gloves that shot. To the point, shot, blocked, secondary shot save. Up to Dez. Chipped in. Cottage Grove gathers. Behind their own net. They come back ahead. Shot, blocked. Put into the corner. Cottage Grove after it. Cottage Grove. Centering pass. That shot goes wide. Millis gets boarded. Or checking from behind, one of the two. They gotta talk about that one. That should be a 10-2. checking from behind, 10 and 2. Controlling. Ball. Leaves it for Knudsen, but Cottage Grove gets it. They send it ahead. Dahl gets just a stick on it, but they still got numbers, and the pass was off the line, fortunately. Comes up to Knudsen, sends it up to Millis. And after it, Charlie, come on. Not enough. Dunna. Watch it. It just called that. They're just killing time down there. Out to Cottage Grove. Kalen got a stick on it, but Cottage Grove is there again. They send it up to the point. Shot wide. Come on, Grant, get there. Cottage Grove. Cottage Grove has killed most of this penalty in RN. Trying to send it back for McDonough. Cottage Grove has it. Cottage Grove shot save. McDonough. Shot, and that's the end of the period, but it was going wide. Over to the corner. To the point. That's how they scored every goal. Yeah, just barely.
These kids look tired tonight.
Yeah. I mean, 2 games of hockey in a row will do that to you.
Yes, yeah. That's doesn't even seem fair, but
it's the benefit of being the 1 seed.
yeah.
bench call that one. There was no arm up until the bench started yelling.
Talking about another 10-2.
Did you put the back of the ball in the box?
Nope. Because they have to come out and skate. I just don't like them because I feel like they didn't have a hand up into the coach yet. Millis pressuring. Deflected into the netting. Just wide of the net. Shot, save. Pushed aside by Knudsen, but up to their point. Millis pressuring. Pass down, pass across, shot, save. Hindle mishandles. Hindle sends it to the corner. Cottage Grove is there. They'll send it down. Centering pass, shot, save. What? Coach is allowed an explanation. Calm down. Piping into the netting. Deflected by Bradley, gloved down by Cottage Grove. Knudsen gets boarded. Nope, yeah, he's got his hand up. Hey. of Dahlin in. Cottage Grove with it behind their own net. Comes out to center. Hindle tries to send it over to Sapp. Off. Sapp sends it around. Hindle. A little too much on it. Cottage Grove is there. Hindle is able to get it out. Millis through center. Sends it in. The goaltender plays it. Hindle sends it over. Nobody's there. Cottage Grove comes ahead. Caitlin after him. Into the corner. Sapp after it. Sends it. Tries to send it over for Caitlin. Handles it behind the net. Comes back. They're pressuring him. Over to Hindle. Pass was deflected. Comes to Sapp. Pass from Sapp up to Caitlin. Shot. Save. 45 seconds remain in the power play. Dahl sends it down deep. He's going to be out and icing on Cottage Grove. Skates ahead. Oh! And we're cheering for it. That, save. I don't like that hit. That was 2 arms up. After it. Cottage Grove takes it. They skate ahead. Ryan then gets in his way. Dahl sends it around, trying for Knutson, but it goes up to the point. Knutson gets it to Dez, up to Millis at the line. Millis in. Shot off the pipe. Robbed. Kindle. Shot. Deflected up and into the corner. Cottage Grove ahead. Shot goal.
Your mom was a bad influence on Chad's mom.
Yeah.
I gotta stand for a bit.
Or just away from there.
What's that?
Just away from there.
Yeah, in between both of them. Yeah, okay. That's a bit much.
Yeah. Kathy doesn't know anything about hockey, so.
That's the problem. She knows nothing.
Well, apparently she thought Rhode Island was in New York before that. Apparently she thought Rhode Island was in New York. So, really.
Yeah. Where's Chad?
Darcy.
Here?
He was standing down there. I don't know where he went. Yeah. Brooke's the only one at home. Gave her the night off. She's got practice tomorrow night and plays Wednesday.
Wednesday. And then does she have any games this weekend?
So if she wins tomorrow, she plays for the district championship on Saturday.
Okay.
If she loses, then she has to play Friday or Thursday. No, Friday. She has to, no, it's Thursday. She has to play Thursday.
Okay. And that could be her last game.
If she loses,
Yeah,
it
that
could be her last game.
Okay.
Yeah. She has to lose 2.
Right.
So same with Joe now. He'll get 1 more game.
So they have one more game no matter what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this would not be his last game.
Oh, okay.
They will play Thursday or Friday.
Okay.
I think if they win, it's Friday. If they lose, it's Thursday.
Okay. I'm not so sure if there's any difficult tonight.
Yeah.
But we'll stay positive.
I mean, these boys are just dead. You can tell they're dead.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring bananas too. Again, I forgot to bring them a snack for between periods. So, oh, snack. I've been bringing them a snack when they have these like games with the resurface, but I forgot. Oh no! I mean, I brought it for the whole entire team.
Oh.
So no, I don't want you to go down like
I'm not buying it for the whole entire team. No.
Galen shot. South counter back to D. That was just enough speed. If they would have skated any slower, they would have called it off just for not skating. Boys, like we're just not pressuring the puck at all here. I mean, they are, but we only lost them by 1 the last time we played them, so not wide. Sent up to Darcy. It's just this stuff. Held by Saf, off of Bradley's stick and into the boards. Darcy sending it Cottage Grove. Galen sends it deep. The boards and in. Cottage Grove with it in their own end. Glove down by Cottage Grove. It's just that stuff. Like Millis has more speed and more accuracy than that.
What's that?
Like it's that stuff. Like that's just off. Not the norm. Raymond sends it in. Out to Knutson. Skates it in as Des got onside. Shot save.
They're just having a difficult time controlling the puck.
Yeah. Do not know how to live score. Running the tournament down at the 12A tournament, and they don't know how to turn the live scoring on, and it's driving me crazy because I can't monitor it as I'm trying to not be there. But shot save, Ryman. Sent up and out. He is. It's all been backdoor goals. Like, other than the one breakaway, it's been backdoor goals.
Fourth one in.
Really?
That's the way it looked down there. Went off the stick.
Yeah, those weird deflections. Kaylin sends it out. Darcy sends it up to Kaylin, who chips it in. Millis changes. Bradley sends it in and around. By Hindle to Bradley, does not get it there. Cottage Grove gathers and sends it in. Hindle sends it up the boards to Bradley. Bradley sends it over to Hindle, but that goes off Bradley's stick and out. Hustle on the changes, boys. Ball came in and pushed that. Skate comes to Cottage Grove. That pass is over. Behind the net. Hindle with a stick lift, but Cottage Grove corrals, but then they whiff. Gather again. Into the corner. Through center and under the stick. Hindle pushes the puck. Out by Dez. Dez sends it ahead. Behind the net. Cottage Grove in, shot wide. Then to the boards, but Cottage Grove holds. Shot wide. So that is Millis. Shot wide. Ryman. Shot save. They're terrible at counting shots too, though, because they only have like 21 shots on Ben, and they definitely have more than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think they've counted any of the secondary shots.
Oh yeah, that's way more shots.
Yeah.
They had that first period.
Right? Centering pass, Ben pushes it aside, Ben saves. Ben saves again. Ben saves again. Let's see, did they count 3 shots there? 1.
Yeah.
That was 3 saves. So this is when Brooke would ask me to have a clicker last year because they were so off. Now there's a parent on her team that does shots.
Oh, nice.
Cottage Grove with it at center. Diamond sends it up the boards. Darcy. It's tangled. Galen sends it out. That dies, so no icing. Cottage Grove gathers in their own end. They send it over to the other side, and they pull it out. Kaylin sends it around. Cottage Grove shot gets deflected and up to the point. Held in and around the corner. Ryman trying to get it over to Knutson, but that bounced. Kaylin got it to Darcy, who gets it out. Cottage Grove regroups at center. Ryman sends it right back out to center. Oh boy. Shot. off the pipe and into the netting. Sends that up and out. Cottage Grove regroups at center. Pushed aside by McDonough. Yes. Handle after it. Over to McDonough. Up the boards. Held. McDonough gets it out. Millis after it. Just unable to handle it there. Cottage Grove gets it out and it's in the food.
Survived yesterday's game.
Yep.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
No, we need this one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Halfway through the third overtime period yesterday.
That is. Yeah, sure you were playing everything.
Oh, this is.
What's that?
Cottage Grove is double A, no A team. Tells you this is pretty extra. Yeah, no, they're good. There's no denying that. I just think 5 years. 4 going 18. Probably them, right? Just another 8 one more game.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised to hear that.
Yes.
And Joe next year will
Always junior goal. For some reason, Bob's trying to junior goal. That's going to be junior goal in high school. Kids who get to that. I don't know. It's hard to say. Just for sheer he really wants to speed this up. If he gains the muscle and speed this up, he has a chance to hit the muscle. I wouldn't say they. I could see him getting time here. If he picks up the speed. He's got the technique. That's why I stopped putting him in that one program. I'm not going to keep paying for the $100 for you. You got the skill. You just
Oh,
get your cardio going.
Yeah, okay.
You got some cardio harder. It's a hard song. Keep it going. I don't know. It is hard. You should do more hockey. Still gotta fit in something.
Well, I guess that's where the drive is. And, what's it? I mean, but it's, you know,
There's something about even more time because baseball players in the school club.
oh, it's great. Well, he's playing Temple Valley.
Yep.
They did that yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also did the travel.
Okay.
So there's no traveling here.
Okay. Yeah.
Good or bad, but it's the driest one I've ever seen.
I agree with you. Can you imagine the teams that were cheating at your Jones Field last night?
Lakeland team that's playing next, they were all dressed in full gear, waiting, watching the blast out there. An extra hour.
Yeah. It was already an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids just got
Just one.
Sometimes I don't know they're staying home until get home and they're already all laid out and you're like, that's good. That's good. Keep having that block communications. Text message, email, any voice call, and then a backup email, all every time they see was on the message. What you guys? Unless you're just shooting at the fucking kid. Like, here's what your kid did in science class. I'm like, great. Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of good that, you know, that they give you a heads up.
Well, when they're young, like, oh yeah. Great. Every second they're gone. Awesome. Next. That'll mean 6 different notifications.
Yes. Yes, that is very true.
battery's dying though. Trying to find the battery.
I got it.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
where
I
it's going,
see.
that
I'm like,
one.
it's not back. So I came over here.
Oh, that's a high stick. That's a high stick.
No,
That's
no.
a hole. That was well above the net.
Sorry if I would have noticed.
It's fine. Shot saved. Oh, just off. Handle, but that goes to Cottage Grove. Grove comes ahead. Des. Galen keeps it out. Des sends it over to Millis, but just off. Oh, nice. Millis takes it off his stick. Cottage Grove gathers back behind their own end. They're able to get it out. You got a 2-on-1. Pass pushed aside by Ben, and shot pushed aside by Ben. Galen. Pulls that out. Shot taken by Hindle up to Millis. Sends it in. Slide to the net. Net by Ryman. Over to Ryman. Up to Des. To the red line. Shots hit. Cottage Grove gathers behind their own net. They send it ahead. Held by Ryman. Shot blocked. Tried to corral it back, but it bounces out into Cottage Grove. Cottage Grove, centering pass. And that shot goes wide. Cottage Grove centering goes off of snap. Cottage Grove with it. Up to save. Darcy gets it out. Center, Cottage Grove. Sent ahead. And into the zone. Ryman sends it around. Darcy. Comes up on Cottage Grove's stick. Cottage Grove comes ahead. And 2-on-1. Shot wide. Cottage Grove in the corner. To the point, over. Down to the corner. To the point. Sends it down along the board. Centering pass. Shot off the pipe. Staff sends it over to Knutson. Knutson trying to get up, but it's broken up by Saf. Bradley. Saf. Into the zone. Beats him. Oh, Cottage Grove got a stick on that. Saf sends it behind the net. Cottage Grove is there, but 3 of the 5 players on the ice got to change. Saf puts him off the puck. Cottage Grove makes the zone. Saf is still on him. Saf is going. Got to take them both. No! I yelled at him.
Penalty to number 10, Landon Sheeler for 2 minutes for roughing. Minor time of the penalty 7:06. Alphabella Gonzalez, penalty to number 6. Saffron Kadir, served by number 7. Oh, just kidding. 2 minutes for cross checking. Minor time of the penalty 7:06. Alphabella Gonzalez, penalty to number 7, Joseph Indel. 2 minutes for roughing. Minor time of the penalty 7:06.
Pushed aside by McDonough. Nice play. Shot save. blocked by McDonough. Nice block. Knudsen sends it out. That he gloved it. Thank you. And it's on net. Staff's penalty is up in 20 seconds. Shot save. Sent down by Des, I think, or Ryman. And that's going to be icing. 9 seconds remain. Almost wish they could have done it 9 seconds later. Sent down by Ryman again. Shot deflected and saved. Saff is out. Down to the boards. Shot save. McDonough. Bradley. Comes out to center. Cottage Grove with it. Knocked away by Kalen. Darcy with it. Into the zone. Kalen. Shot save. To Knudsen, he sends it out. Darcy, Kalen off his stick. Millis. Grove sends it out. Sent in deep. Cottage Grove. Ryman sends it up and around the boards. Off the staff stick. Cottage Grove with it. Shot, save, cover. Centering, pushed aside by Hindle, and we get tripped. Cottage Grove is going to the box. 4:09 remains. I'd just like to wreck the shot. Put up a goal. McDonough saves that, comes ahead, up to Saff, into the zone. Oh, what? That was straight to the head. That's ridiculous. Up to McDonough, shot save. Way to not retaliate, but that was excessive. out, remains on the power play. Out to center. Cottage Grove with it in the end. Galen pushes him off the puck. It comes to McDonough. McDonough sends it up for Millis. Into the zone. Pulls the puck out, shot, save. Goes back to Zap. Could have fed that to Kalen quicker. The backside was open. Millis with a stick lift, but Cottage Grove comes away with it. Through center, into the zone, 18 seconds. Millis gets a stick on it. Zap is there. Comes ahead, over to Bradley, but Cottage Grove pushes it back the other way. And we're going on a power or penalty kill. That comes out to center. Six on 5. Bradley touches. Hook on Saf. On the kill for the remainder of the game unless they score.
Number 6, Saffron Kadir, 2 minutes for hooking, time of penalty 13:06.
Cottage Grove with it. Hindle on it in the boards. Bradley flips it up to center. Cottage Grove gloves it down, back in. Pass cross, shot high, up to the point, Bradley pressuring. Shot save. Bradley. Ryman got a stick on that, but Cottage Grove corralled it back. That goes wide of the net and over to the boards. Centering pass goes straight over. Shot off the pipe. 1 minute left in the game. Centering pass. Stick was lifted, so unable to go. Back up to the point. Open down low. Whiffed on the shot. Dez was pressuring, skates it in. Sent up. Slot. Bradley with the stick lift. That comes to Hindle. He sends it out and down. Goalie's going to play it. No ice. Quick change. That's going to be the end of the game.